Hey, up next on the Marmy Rock Show, I'm really excited to have Joe Fortino back on the show. Joe is the amazing guitar player for the band, the Electric Boa, out of Philadelphia. We haven't seen them in so long, and they've got a huge show coming up and a whole lot more we're going to talk to Joe about. Joe, welcome to the show.
How's it going, man? It's been a long time. Too long.
Yeah, man, we miss you guys. I don't even know when I last saw you. It might have been down at M3 Festival, so it's been way too long. So, hey, catch us up. We'll talk about the big show in a moment, but catch us up in general on what the Boa's been up to lately.
You know, it's not as exciting as you would think. I mean, we haven't. I mean, it's been a long time. We haven't done much. We just kind of trying to collect ourselves for. It's been like a year and a half or a little more. And, we just.
Yeah, I know you guys were a little bit of you were a little bit of a break, but are you guys writing some stuff now? Are you working on some new music?
I mean, we are. I mean, it's in the beginning stages still. We have a couple tunes we worked on throughout the break. So I mean, I don't know, starting out with finishing those, but it's just like anything else. It just sometimes things come in quickly, and sometimes things take a long time. There's really no telling like how it's going to fall. But we've been playing again now, so it's we haven't rehearsed in like a year and a half or so, except for recently. And it feels good. It's a good thing. We all miss it.
So update folks. Is the lineup the same Electric Boa lineup that people are used to seeing? Has there been any changes, or after a year and a half, are you still the same group?
I mean, I guess for the most part, yes. I mean, we had this show coming up, and we, because of rehearsal schedules and everything else, it really wasn't going to work out for one person's schedule. So we do have a guy filling in, on the guitar. But John Dennis, you met John at the last show you saw us at, I think. You played with Mark Evans. Oh yeah, he's going to fill in on guitar with us, which is awesome. He's an amazing player, and I always wanted to play with him. So it's been fun.
Yeah, I love watching John play with Mark Evans, man. Their acoustic stuff is absolutely incredible, and that's a nice segue, man. So the big show, I told everybody about it last week, and I just want to take a minute. People may not understand quite the cool relationship between all these bands that are on the bill. So I'm just going to ask you to talk a little bit about each band on this incredible lineup for a minute. Let's start with Heaven's Edge, man. Give us your relationship to them. I know you're close friends with Mark.
Yeah, I mean, we've been friends for a while, and before then, I mean, when I was like, I don't know, I don't want to date myself or him, but I mean, when they were like a local band, like pre-signed back in, I don't know what year it was, 1988 or 9 or 9, whatever it was. I was a teenager. I used to go see them all the time, and they were like the band, just kind of blew up the club scene around here, and went on to do bigger and better things, but then it's just funny how it turns out that, we end up just being friends all the time and hanging out and barbecues and parties and just whatever, going to clubs, seeing other bands and over that.
Well, they have really made an amazing resurgence, seeing Mark and Reggie on board the ship on Monsters of Rock, and they still are a big deal in the Philadelphia live music scene when they play live, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean it's a big deal. People miss the old days, and no one quite comes out for anyone like they do for them. When they do something. And I always joke with him and tell him like, man, he's kind of got like the best of both worlds, because it's not easy to be in a band and like touring and things like that and whatnot, and still being a band for as long as they've been a band. I mean. So it's like they still get to have they have their lives, but then they get to enjoy the good stuff, and it's amazing, and they're getting great responses wherever they go. Because I think people never really got a chance to see them all these years, and they weren't around that long, but people they're the real deal, people can tell quality,
I love all the interchangeable parts of the Philly music scene, because we have every band on this bill on the show, and we consider all you guys friends. And so Brittany Fox playing, and people are excited about that. And a lot of people may not realize that Johnny D, their drummer, was in Electric Boa for a heartbeat or two there.
Yeah, he was in there for a while, and I think Johnny's been in everybody I know is in a band with Johnny at some point, I think, which is a good thing. You know, it's funny because, again, he comes and goes. He's always like, he's in this country and that country, then you see him back playing a gig with this band and that band. He plays with an Excess band also, and he's down with ironically, with a singer that I used to be in a band with years ago, like in the 1990s, whatever. So it's like a small world around here. You know?
So, man, rounding out that lineup, so you got Heaven's Edge, Brittany Fox, Hammer Down, Silent Saints, and you guys, the Electric Boa. Now, you are, and I mean this, Joe, I've told you this before, you're one of my favorite live bands to see. I see so many, but you guys have so much energy on stage. Do you ever sit back and do you watch the videos of you guys playing live yourself?
You know, it's funny you say that, and because this little resurgence of us playing again and everything else and getting ready, and, you know, just trying to sort of, like, you know, put the band, sort of promote the band, whatever. I've been going through, reading the last, like, 2-3 weeks, just going through every video and photo I could see and find, and I'm looking back on, like, you know, where we started, and didn't realize, like, wow, we did all that. Like, we played so many different shows. You know, it seemed like we played, you know, for a local band, we were playing like 5-7 times a month at one point. You know, and then we slowed down, you know, after that, but I watched these videos going like, wow, that was really a great time. You know, I mean, then there was like different people at different times, and I'm looking back on like all of it was awesome. Like, why'd we stop? But at the same token, I kind of know why we stopped. You know, we just needed a break, you know, because we did sort of burn ourselves out, it seemed like, you know.
Yeah, man. I love watching the old videos of you guys, and you know, when you watch yourself live, what are you drawn to? Like, are you trying to? Do you watch yourself and see like, wow, is that what I look like on stage? Or are you watching like the other performers and watching your very cool frontman Higgsy up there?
I'm watching it all. I'm watching myself going, man, why do I look like that? Or why, you know, why was I doing that? Or that looked dumb. Well, wow, that looked really cool. You know, it's just like get a still of that. You know, but you know, I watch everything because you know, stuff that kind of helps too. You know, the next time, you know, as soon as you think about when you're like, so you're on the stage, you're gonna realize like, what did you like about, you know, something, and then you want to sort of do that more often. So it looks more fun. I don't know how to say it. But yeah, I mean, it's just, I watch things, you know, like I said, I watch everything. I can't even believe some of the, you know, like I said, like I was so in shock that there were people that even came to see us in the first place. You know, it's like it just happened. You know, but it was, and it kept on happening. It just seemed like, I'm like, well, they keep coming, we'll keep playing. But,
yeah, man, we'll definitely keep coming to see you guys. You guys have so much energy live, and I love watching you. Now, I want to ask you. I know you and I talked one time, a long time ago, about how much you love the Candy Coated Cyanide album, even before you were in the band. So, all these years later, do you have a favorite tune off of that record, and one that you actually like to play the most?
The one I could play the most, you know, it's really hard to pick one out because I still will listen to that record from start to finish all the time, as if I'm not even part of it. I don't know. It's like to me, it's like this like musical masterpiece that like, you know, nobody knows about, but like, you know, whoever, you know, friends that know us or anybody, you know, it never makes me like get tired of it, no matter what. I never put it on and going, I can't hear that song again, you know, I can't play that song. So there's really nothing really stands out the most. I mean, there's certain parts I may, you know, really dig doing or something, but you know, it's really a tough call. I mean, because you know, you have you know, from the ballad stuff, which, you know, people still call them ballads, but yeah. You know, the slower songs. I mean, it's like there's a lot of feeling and emotion going on there, and then the harder songs just kind of get you. It forces you to move when you're playing them. So it's, you know, it's tough, you know, to really pick.
I gotta be honest, I have a hard time answering the question myself. It's now my love a whole lot, and you know, when I do this segment, when I interview you, I play a couple tunes off it, and I still have a hard time picking which ones I want to play. So I know exactly what you're talking about. Hey, we've seen you down at the M3 Festival a couple of times. So all these years later, when you go to those festivals, man, who do you think are like some of the coolest bands at M3 you love to see down there?
I've actually only gone, I think, one time, but
oh, really? It seems like I see you there all the time. I guess I'm just imagining that.
Nah, I think well, we probably see each other in different clubs, but I went to, because that's when Evan's Edge was playing, and we all went down to support them, and that was a great time. I like Kicks a lot, and I've always liked Kicks. They seem to stand out from like bands back in the day. Is just someone that's I just like a raw rock band, with like the raw guitar sounds, and Brian's an awesome guitar player, and I just think they're cool. But
you could draw a lot of parallels between a live Kicks show and your guys' show. I mean, Hickney doesn't talk quite as much as Steve does, but he certainly got that energy on stage that Steve White has.
Well, we did open for them one time. We did play together. It was a great show. It was Skid Row, Kicks, and us, and it was Sinner Saints Philly played. That was a great time.
So, Joe, I want to thank you for being on the show again. And the band is the Electric Bow. We absolutely love these guys live, and this bill is incredible. It's Heaven's Edge, Brittany Fox. You heard me right. That's Brittany Fox. The Electric Boa, Hammer Down, and Cyanide Saints, all at the TLA. It's November the 14th, and this thing's probably going to sell out. I can almost guarantee you it's going to sell out. So you want to get out there and get tickets. And hey, man, Joe, thanks for joining us on the show. We miss you, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you up there in November.
Yeah, well, we're always looking forward to seeing you. I get excited when I go to a show and I see that you're going also. So, it's always good to be around good people. You guys are some of the best.
Oh, thank you, man. That's awesome of you to say. And I appreciate you being on the show tonight. We'll spin some Electric Boa tunes. I'll pick a favorite or two off that album, even though I have a hard time too. We'll say a couple tonight for you. So, Joe Fortino, everybody. Joe, man, thanks a lot.
Yeah, man, no problem.